under starters' orders. They're off.
A pretty level break with Terramon just settled as the stalls open. Sanglamore as well in the very early stages as they race for the King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes. Hailsham goes on from Lucero Verti with Sadler's Hall a good third on the inside. Generous 4 racing wide. Tiger Flower in 5, a gap of a length or 2 to Rockhopper, then Sapiens, Terramon and last of all Sanglamore. So the pace are very, very strong on as they go through the first 2 furlongs, and Hailsham is making the running. Hailsham from Sadler's Hall in second, then comes Lucero Verti a length and a half behind in third. Generous 4, Tiger Flower 5, close behind these Rockhopper, Sapiens on the outside of Lucero Verti, and then after these comes Sanglamore. So they race now past the 1 mile marker, and Hailsham it is by 2.5, maybe 3 lengths from Sadler's Hall. There's a gap of a length then to Lucero Verti, who's in third, a similar gap to Generous in 4, a 3-length gap then to Tiger Flower 5, Rockhopper 6, after these Terramon 7, Sapiens 8 and Sanglamore 9. The field would cover good 20 lengths at the moment as they turn past Swinley Bottom and come up now towards the halfway point, 6 furlongs from home, and Hailsham it is. Sadler's Hall 4 lengths behind in second. There's a gap of 2 lengths then to Lucero Verti in third, Generous in 4, taking closer order Rockhopper and Tiger Flower, and also moving up to take issue Terramon, who's last but 2, Sapiens and Sanglamore with just under 5 to run. Sadler's Hall on the outside now comes to join Hailsham. Close behind him Generous and Lucero Verti. The field closing up as they race now towards the turn for home, and Sadler's Hall with the call here, half a length perhaps from Lucero Verti in second, and only another half length to Generous on the outside of these. A gap of a length then to on the inside Tiger Flower 4 with a close 5th Rockhopper. Sanglamore's moved quietly up to be 6 after these Terramon and Sapiens as they turn into the straight now with about 2.5 to run. Sadler's Hall on the rails, Generous 1 off the rails. These have got a 2-length advantage over Rockhopper in third. Sanglamore coming with a steady run up the centre of the track, and now Generous quickens clear at the 2. Generous put 4 lengths between him and the others in 3 strides. Generous from Sanglamore as they race up now to the final furlong. It's the dual derby winner Generous who's gone 5 lengths clear. Sanglamore is second, Rockhopper is third, Terramon is fourth, and they race for the line. Now this is a championship performance by Generous. 6 lengths more, Generous, Sanglamore, Rockhopper and Terramon with Sapiens in 5.
They're under starters' orders, they're off.
Where do we good start in the King George? Pentire drops towards the rear of the field. Broadway Flyer, the first one to go on from Strategic Choice, and the grey Environment Friend up there in third on the outside. Then the white cap of Winged Love on the outside of Carnegie. Lamtara, the Derby winner, settles second last, and 2 lengths last of all is Pentire. Going down the side of the course after a furlong and a half, a fairly even pace set by Broadway Flyer, leads by 2 lengths to Strategic Choice. 1.5 away then is Environment Friend, settling on the inside, half a length to Winged Love. 1 length away then Carnegie, a half length to Lamtara, and at the rear of the field is Pentire. About 7 lengths off the pace as they continue their journey down towards the mile marker. And the leader here in the King George is Broadway Flyer by 2 lengths Strategic Choice, 1.5 Environment Friend. 1 length away Carnegie the inside, half a length to Winged Love, followed by Lamtara, and at the rear of the field is Pentire as they race down into Swinley Bottom. The leader here is Broadway Flyer by 2 or 3 lengths to Strategic Choice, a length away Environment Friend. 1.5 further back. Carnegie is travelling on the inside of Lamtara. 1 length away is Winged Love, the Irish Derby winner, and last of all Pentire, who's giving this leader 7 length start as they race out of Swinley Bottom and towards the 6 furlong marker in the 95 King George, and it's Strategic Choice who takes them along on the in second placing, but Broadway Flyer is the leader. Broadway Flyer from Strategic Choice, a half length back in third is Environment Friend, followed by Carnegie. Further back then on the outside Lamtara. Winged Love is back in the field, and Pentire is last of all as they continue their journey up the side of the course towards the half mile. Broadway Flyer still the leader, being niggled now from Strategic Choice. Environment Friend behind them. Lamtara now called on for an effort. Pentire going well, has taken out 4 and 5 wide as they come towards the turn now. Winged Love going for a run with Carnegie. On the corner, it's Broadway Flyer who goes for home. 2 lengths to Strategic Choice. Here come the runs from Environment Friend, then Lamtara. Pentire widest of all, 6 deep as they enter the home straight. late. It's Broadway Flyer who heads up for home in front of Strategic Choice. Here's Lamtara and Pentire racing to them easily on the near side. 2 furlongs left to go. It's Pentire and Lamtara. Pentire on the near side going the better. A half length in front of Lamtara from Strategic Choice. Then Broadway Flyer. They come inside the final furlong. He gets to work on Pentire. Lamtara wearing him down. Lamtara the far side gains the lead. Pentire is fighting back. Lamtara and Pentire stride for stride. Lamtara the Derby winner. Too good. Beat Pentire.
They're under starters' orders. They're off.
For the 2000 running of the King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes, and in the early stages they all got away well, but Raypor settles down to take them along, already 2 lengths clear of Daliapur in second place. Shiva's in third place, downhill through this first furlong, and they're going on a good lick, these 3 leaders. They're already well clear of Air Shaka, Beat All, Fantastic Light, and Monsieur is last of the 7 runners then as they make their way down to the 1.25 mile gate, and Raypor setting a searching gallop. 3 or 4 lengths clear of Daliapur in second place. Another 3 lengths finds Shiva, all on her own in third. The other 4 grouped up. They're Air Shaka with Beat All, Fantastic Light, and Monsieur still the back marker. They've already covered the first half mile of the contest, and Raypor slips even further clear now. His advantage over the field is 6 lengths. Daliapur is in second place giving chase. Then in third comes Shiva. In fourth place is Air Shaka, followed then 2 lengths away by Beat All. There's another length to Fantastic Light, and then a neck to Monsieur, who is the back marker and must be fully 12 lengths off the pace setting Raypor as they already turn out of Swimley Bottom, and they're heading uphill now towards the final 6 furlongs in the King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes. It's Raypor with a 5-length advantage over Daliapur in second place. Shiva's in third, being pressed for that position now by Beat All up on the outside. Monsieur follows these through with Air Shaka, and Fantastic Light is now the back marker as Raypor slowly but surely starts to come back to them as they approach the final half mile of the contest. Raypor by just over 2 lengths now. In second place, Daliapur. Then Shiva, Beat All, and Monsieur still in the bit on the bit in behind them. Fantastic Light is still going well, and Air Shaka is now the back marker. So as they turn inside the final 3 furlongs, and little to choose here between Daliapur, who noses to the front ahead of Raypor, then Beat All, and a ridden along Shiva. Fantastic Light and Monsieur will be pulled to the outside to come with his effort. He is still on the bit. Air Shaka in behind them as they quicken to the final 2 furlongs, and Daliapur has Monsieur now breathing down his neck, and he's not even broken sweat yet, Monsieur. He canters alongside Daliapur. He's laughing at them, Monsieur. Takes Daliapur as if he was standing still. Fantastic Light, Beat All, and Air Shaka, but inside the final furlong, Monsieur coasting away. Fantastic Light in second place rallying, then Daliapur, but this has been on the bit. Monsieur, absolutely brilliant. He's given us a treat on his first run in Britain, and he wins the King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes in great style.
They're under starters' orders. They're off.
Pretty level break for the 2001 running of the King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes as they race to the very early stages. Give the Slip, one of the pacemakers, has gone on and is ensuring a very generous early gallop. Chimes at Midnight has dropped out last of all, and Millenary is last but 1, and Fantastic Light is last but 2 as they race down the hill and on towards Swinley Bottom. No hanging about. Give the Slip's on the inside. Ice Dancer is matching strides virtually. Anabar Blue towards the outside, racing in a close third. Then comes Golden Snake, and Morsty's very wide on the course. These then being followed by Galileo, who's keeping tabs with Fantastic Light. There's very little between the big 2 in the betting. On the inside is Storming Home. Then comes Millenary, who's towards the outside. High Tory is last but 1, and Chimes at Midnight is last the 12 as they make the turn at Swinley Bottom. And Dara O'Donoghue and Give the Slip out in front now by 2 lengths to Mutamam, who's got a run through on the rail and has taken second. Ice Dancer has already been ridden back in third. On the outside, Golden Snake is in 4th position. Galileo is in 5th. Anabar Blue in 6th. Morsty is racing in 7th. Fantastic Light is in 8th position. Storming Home is next in the field, followed then by Millenary, who's up on the outside. High Tory, and Chimes at Midnight is still last. They've gone a relentless gallop here through the first half of the race. They're already flashing by the 5, and now Mutaman begins to lay it down to Give the Slip, who's towards the inside. Red jacket of Golden Snake, and then the yellow towards the outside outside is Morshti. Galileo's next in the field, followed then by Anabar Blue. Frankie has now switched Fantastic Light wide towards the outside, storming home through on the inside. Millenary is going to be delivered very wide. High Tory towards the inside, turning in. Give the Slip still out in front. Mutamam in second. Galileo's cruising on the inside in third. In fourth is Golden Snake, followed through then by Storming Home and then Anabar Blue. Frankie's at the moment in a pocket, trying to get out on Fantastic Light, racing down inside the final two. Galileo went on. Galileo to Mutamam. Fantastic Light now has found daylight down the outside, staying on his Millenary, racing well inside the final full and a half, and now Fantastic Light lays it down to Galileo. It's the big two, head to head on the far side. Galileo on the near side. Fantastic Light. Galileo